So give us a snapshot.
Man, there were some hard people. So they were talking
Oh
about
yeah.
Smith, right? John Smith in the story of Pocahontas. They were like, first of all, father hated Pocahontas. She was enamored by the West. He didn't like that. You know, she loved London culture, British culture. She had snuck away, things like that. He didn't like that, right? So John Smith and all them land, you know, and I forget the name of the tribe, right? I can't remember the name of the tribe. But, you know, Smith is establishing the colony. He's a workhorse, right? He talks to the tribe. They capture him. Um, he goes through this little ordeal, but you know, they let him go, and basically they tell him, you can go, but I mean, you're gonna be dead in a year anyway. It doesn't matter, right? We're not helping you anymore, you know. So, he goes back, and they lose a lot of people, and it's rough. And what the lecturer says was, he says the interesting thing is, he says Smith writes 3 versions of this story. He said the first one is what we think happened, which is, you know, he was captured. They don't really care, and so, they let him go saying you'll be dead in a year anyway, right? We're not helping you. You have nothing for us, right? These guys died. You'll be dead next,
What up, Dan?
right? And then he said, then he writes the version with Pocahontas coming in and arguing to save his life. Which he goes, we know, which is what the movie and Disney and all that, he said, which is what all your books are based off of. It's romanceful. It sounds wonderful. He goes, but at the time, the chieftain had already disowned Pocahontas and probably wouldn't have cared what she had said.
Whoops.
Yeah, he goes, so we don't really buy into that one. He said the third one is sort of has the same issue, which says, his colony captured Pocahontas, threatened to kill her if they didn't release Smith, and they had a big standoff, and he released Smith for Pocahontas. They said, but we know that didn't happen. We don't believe that happened either, because again, he had disowned her and wouldn't really care if they had held her hostage. In fact, he let her go to England, where she ended up dying anyway of disease. Like the reverse, how we brought disease there, she ended up catching disease over there.
Chlamydia,
Uh,
gonorrhea,
yeah, yeah,
herpetogonosyphilis.
right. Jackie Onassis Kennedy. What? Oh, did I say that out loud? Anyway,
Whoops. All right,
um,
Dan. We'll see. We'll catch up, dude.
yeah, brother. So anyway, so I thought that was interesting. Was they were talking about Jack Smith, and then they said, yeah, and later on, Pocahontas did marry the other guy, John something. Um, but yeah, just they're just talking about the colonies. Like there was a colony that was going to fail. The guys were packing it up. Too many people died from the plague. They're like, this sucks. This is too much.